Valentine's Day. Some of you would have had a great day. Good for you. Others may be feeling a little broken-hearted. So I'm going to talk about how to mend a broken heart. But I mean a really broken heart. So much so we need a new one. So getting to the heart of the matter, why would we even need a brand new heart? Because our heart can't perform its job of pumping blood around the body. So this is called heart failure, and it's a massive fail because it can result in death. That wasn't meant to be funny. So it's caused by a variety of reasons, such as heart attack, disease of the heart muscle, even use of recreational drugs. So kids, eat your vegetables and don't do drugs. All of these lead to a loss of the heart cells called cardiomyocytes, and these are replaced by scar tissue. And the thing is, with scar tissue, it doesn't go away, ever. And that means that your heart goes from this hearty hunk, rippling with muscles, to this weakened heart. Not great. So a weakened heart can't perform its job properly of pumping blood around the body, and it's just a nightmare to live with. Just to give you some stats and facts, because it's the science show, and I don't know, it could be some answer to a quirky Google interview question. There's 500,000 people in the UK alone living with heart failure. That's the population of Manchester. Worldwide, it's 26 million, which is 4 times London. This number will go up because we've got an ageing population and there's an increase of risk factors such as diabetes, because the people prefer cake to dinner rather than carrot. Well, I do at least. So there are treatments available such as a ventricular assist device which will help pump blood around the body. There's medication that can be taken and some lifestyle changes that can be made. But none of these actually treat the underlying problem, which is a loss of your heart cells, cardiomyocytes. So from a heart attack, you lose about 1 billion cells, and the remaining cells can't regenerate to replace those that are lost. So once you've got a broken heart, nothing can fix it. Bad times. The only definitive treatment to end-stage heart failure is a heart transplantation. But heart transplantation has its problems. It's not ideal. First, there's a shortage of hearts. The hearts that are available could be damaged. And we need to find the right match. And by the right match, I mean the right immunological match. So our cells are coated in proteins, which just communicate to the immune system, don't attack me, we're on the same team. So the proteins that are available on the donor's heart must match that of the recipient, just to avoid the recipient's immune system kicking off and attacking this organ that's keeping them alive. Just to be certain that this doesn't happen, patients have to be put on immunosuppressant drugs for the rest of their lives. So that means they're at high risk of infections. So heart transplantation isn't ideal. We could actually build our own hearts, and this will solve all the problems, because it will solve the problem of organ shortage and also patient rejection. We can just leave rejection to love. So building hearts is actually a really interesting area of biology. It's combining quite a lot of areas. The thing is, it's quite difficult to do because the heart is complicated, just like my relationship status on Facebook. Sorry, oversharing. Just like all matters of the heart is complicated. Firstly, it's not symmetrical. It's made out of numerous different cells. It's got nerves lining the walls. And then there's a really complex network of capillaries. I couldn't draw it. So there's about 3,000 to 4,000 capillaries per millimetre cubed in the heart. So in a muscle, there's about 500 to 2,000. So there is a lot of capillaries in the heart. So So the first step to building a new heart is just get a heart. This can be any heart. any heart, even a damaged heart. You could even use a pig heart. The next step is to remove all the cells from it. So this is done by pumping the heart full of detergents, and this strips away all the cellular material, including those proteins that set the immune system off. You're left with this pale mesh of structural proteins. It's a little technique called perfusion decellularization. So now we have got this 3D biostructure to base our new heart on. We then have to get some cells. Ideally, we would choose cells from the patient and reprogram them to form cardiomyocytes. The challenge here is you need billions of cells. Next, these cells are injected in the heart. And then the next step, the heart is placed in a bioreactor, which mimics the physical conditions, supposedly. There's a balloon which is fluid-filled, and it expands and collapses to mimic the action of a beating heart. It's just like the body. And this stimulates the cells to form contracting tissues. And then this is supplying oxygen and nutrients. And then the next step is a continuous pulse of electricity which stimulates these tissues to contract all together. It's alive! So this actually has been done using rat hearts, and they've managed to create whole new rat hearts. They had the pumping function of about 2% of a normal rat heart, and this year they've used this technique to repopulate a left side of a human heart. I'd like to think that the researchers took Beyonce's advice here. To the left, to the left. And yeah, it actually managed to contract, which is amazing news. So this could actually be our future. This probably is our future. Failing that, I think in the more immediate future is engineering these contracting tissues of heart cells that you can just patch onto the heart wherever needed. So no matter what your problem is, your heart can go on.